लेकिन then my mother was also not very emotionally available. क्योंकि वो अपनी इतनी इश्यूज से डील कर रही थी और हर चीज से डर लगता था और हर चीज का स्ट्रेस था, क्या होगा आगे क्या होगा. So I think that at some point was getting projected onto me because I was this child who wanted to do everything. And my mother was like, studies only. I want you. She only wanted us to like कि कहते हैं ना बड़े आदमी बनना है और कुछ करना है और सक्सेसफुल होना है कि your studies should not suffer. But I wanted to sing, I wanted to paint, I wanted to act, I wanted to dance. And she was like, मैं क्या करूँ इस बच्ची का? So,
is she proud of you today?
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
Is she happy with the way your career took off? And...
She never wanted me to be I mean, I didn't think I would land up in
the media,
in the media industry.
Yeah.
That she wanted me to be a journalist, and then a painter. So, jab I had art in my A levels, O levels, and then when I topped the subcontinent in my A level art, no one had ever gotten a 99%. So everybody thought I'm going to just be an artist, a painter. Then I went to NCA, and I started dabbling in acting. So, it was like, you know, money to sustain myself through college. So, वो भी करना शुरू कर दिया. And then I just adopted it as a profession.
And how?
And how?
And how?
And how?
But बड़ी अच्छी है ना, you've got a very adventurous streak के सब कुछ try किया.
हाँ.
सब कुछ try किया. लेकिन अगर आज कोई पूछे कि आयशा, how would you define yourself as an artist?
I'm a performer.
You're a performer.
And an entertainer.
Yeah.
And an artist. I think an artist.
An artist covers it all, right?
Artist
but I think a performer,
an artist and a
performer, entertainer.
Yeah.
बेशक वो television हो या film हो या music हो या
I host a lot of
exactly.
shows and events.
Absolutely.
And I'm really grateful, you know, Amna, कि मुझे मेरी जो bread and butter or my main source of income is not acting. You know, so I get to dabble with it, what I feel like doing. I'm hosting a lot of events. I'm doing a lot of digital campaigns. I'm doing, you know, I have Bulbule.
तो चल ही रहा है.
चल रहा है, हाँ.
बुलबुले चलता रहे अगले 100 साल.
Yeah, so
how amazing is that? Yeah.
I mean, it is. I have mixed feelings about it.
बुलबुले पे आते हैं.
हाँ.
I want to know what happened when Hubs came to you. How was this a character or a role that you said, okay, yeah, this is cool, I want to do this? Well,
Nadeem Beg, who's the head of project, I met him actually at Hania's birthday, I remember.
Okay.
District 19. And he's like, Ayesha, you know, I want to call you. There's a project and there's a character and I want you to do it. मैंने कहा नदीम मेरे पास 2-3 महीने नहीं है. Because I think there was a lot of traveling happening at that time. I was shooting my baking show. I was shooting for another serial. So, you know, I was like, मेरे पास 2-3 महीने नहीं हैं देने के लिए. He said, okay, there's a character in it. There's another character in it, and I think you would be really good for that character. I said, okay. What? Tell me a little bit. अब हम एक social जगह पे खड़े हैं, and he's like, oh, Musaddiq, the director is right here, and then he calls Musaddiq, and Musaddiq was my junior in NCA. So I was like, अच्छा Musaddiq का पहला project है as a director. He's like, हाँ. I said, okay, tell me. I had no idea cast में कौन है. No. They told me that we're trying to lock Feroz.
Right.
उस वक्त सिर्फ Feroz lock हो रहे थे. And he said it's the character of a very educated, progressive girl. I was like, okay. I was like, वो ये कोई stereotype होगी, बुरी होगी वो. So he's like, नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
Oh, really? Okay.
I said, okay. He said it's a very balanced character. I said, what happens in the end? I was like, what's the catch? What is it? I was like, is she evil? He's like, no. So I said, okay, Nadeem, if you think that character is good for me, he explained it to me. Then the next day we had a phone call. I said, okay, I'll do it. Because it was about 15 days of work.
Right.
Which suited my
and a big project, good cast.
Great cast. I mean, great production house. It was amazing working with Six Sigma.
Yeah.
They're super, super cool to work with. In fact, कभी कभार ये होता है कि क्रू में या behind the scenes कभी कभार environment इतनी girls के लिए comfortable नहीं होती. I felt that in certain projects that कोई ना कोई आपको कोई अजीब सी बात कर रहा होगा, किसी की एनर्जी आपको सही नहीं लग रही होगी. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द मेल्स in the crew,
yeah.
and somebody's energy will be off, and that happens everywhere.
Yeah.
But in Six Sigma, everybody in their, I would say, office, in their team, extremely respectful, non-judgmental, कि आप कहाँ बैठे हैं, क्या बात कर रहे हैं, they respect everybody. Right. So I was like, yes, I want to do this. Great cast, and उस वक्त I think Ushna had not been locked at that time. So I said, sure, let's do it. And I had not read the script. I read a few scenes. पूरी script मुझे in fact आधी shoot के बाद ही ending मिली थी. हाँ. So I said yes. And
because the question we keep asking in our reviews as well is that Soha को introduce किया था as an extremely progressive,
बिल्कुल,
educated, from a good family. एक लड़की है जो कहती है कि I don't want to rely on marriage, I want to go and complete my education and come back.
I was like, wow, she sounds like
मैंने
me.
कहा ये तो dream girl है,
ये तो मेरी upbringing लग रही है.
लेकिन
my mother was like,
फिर
बेटा,
जब वो वापस आती है,
हाँ,
तो she does everything to sabotage this relationship. So what happened?
And I didn't agree with this either. Of course, me as Ayesha Omar did not agree with this kind of characterization, because मेरी sensibility मुझे बता रही है that इतनी elevated thinking की एक लड़की जिसका दिमाग इतना evolved और mature लग रहा है, फिर वो इतनी इतने petty level पे जाके और इतनी
scheming कैसे?
हाँ, कैसे हो सकती है? So yes, I had my conflicts with this character, and बहुत ज़्यादा नदीम and मुसद्दिक से मेरी debate होती थी इस बारे में, and we did tone down a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because जिस तरह ये character लिखा गया था, वो और भी बहुत ज़्यादा scheming और evil था.
Right.
So there were a lot of things that I toned down because I was like, I don't really agree with all of this. But then it's the scriptwriter's vision,
absolutely.
And the director's.
Absolutely.
And we as actors can only give so much input.
Yes.
Input. I do know, and it is in my knowledge कि बहुत सारे आपने भी मुझे off the record बोला था कि actors change करवाते हैं endings और
बिल्कुल
बहुत कुछ.
मैंने सुना है कि लोग कराते हैं.
मैंने भी सुना है. मतलब मेरे सामने
हुआ है?
नहीं
हुआ. Right.
हुआ इस तरह. But yes, I've heard from many people. So I did not want to do that. I was like, okay, I'll trust you. I'll trust you, Musaddiq. It's your first project as a director. I will trust you. Let's do what you feel is best. Because I wanted to give him that empowerment.
Right.
कि ये मैं इससे किस तरह deal करूँगा इस सब character से. So हम बात discussions करते थे, and we agreed on everything that we were doing. There was no conflict between me and him. Yes, था भी, but me and him were on the same level on how to deal with the character. And then I had discussions with people, and I was like, इस तरह का character, इस तरह के लोग हैं around us. I do know women and females who are highly educated and seemingly very elevated and evolved, but जब emotions आती हैं या कोई personal life की कोई चीज आती है, they end up going on direct paths and directions which are not very, I would say, which don't match. Well,
you're not progressive or evolved. Or,
maybe they're matters of the heart, they're matters of emotions. And me as a person, as Ayesha Omar, because I have also been emotionally very, I would say, charged growing up. And I saw my mother being very emotionally charged. I'm trying to change myself. And I'm trying कि मैं अपनी emotions से कोई चीज से अब deal ना करूं. मैं अपनी emotions को ज़्यादा control करूं. Which doesn't mean कि आप emotionless हो जाए. So I understand that maybe this person still hasn't started that journey. So how?
ठीक है. मेरे ख्याल है जो कल की एपिसोड थी, second last episode, उसमें सोहा की सारी बातें और उसकी conversations with Bano और her conversations with Basit और conversations with Ayesha, उसमें काफी clarity मिल जाती है कि उसका thought process क्या था. We may not agree with a lot of it, लेकिन ये है कि मिल जाती है कि ठीक है भाई, ये भी confused लग रही है. ये भी figure out कर रही है कि इसको अपनी जिंदगी के साथ क्या करना है.
उसको तो नहीं पता कि पीछे इनकी relationship पे क्या हो रहा है. She's seeing what she's seeing.
नहीं, reality play तो किया उसने.
बिल्कुल किया,
हाँ, मतलब है कि she
बिल्कुल
knew
किया।
exactly where Ayesha, she planted her there और बता नहीं रही, तो वो तो उसने किया।
So Ayesha Omar does not agree with
हाँ,
that.
but that's fine, that's
Yeah,
fine. Ayesha Omar
but
did
that's
not
okay.
write the script.
Yeah.